Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. And why do I have the DMs Guild up on screen? Well, just DMs Guild, right? That is awesomeness. This is where people go to get their RPG material, at least for 5e, right? And the most popular VTT is Roll20 at the moment. And where does or who owns the Dungeon Masters Guild? Roll20. They own Drive Through. They own One Bookshelf. So look at the top of the screen. Look up here, and what do you see? You see Dungeon Masters Guide available now. Right? It's splattered on the screen. It's the advertising. So let's go down to the most popular from Wizards and Guild Adepts. Not the newest. The newest shows you the pre order, which, by the way, shouldn't really be the newest. That's been up for a while. The D&D Player's Handbook, the Dungeon Master's Guide, a pre order for the Monster Manual. So think about it. It's a little interesting, right? That they are pushing these D20 roll 20 titles. Because these are the roll 20 versions of the Player's Handbook, the DMG, and the Monster Manual. They're pushing them hard. They're the newest D&D from Wizards and Guild Adepts. So let's go to the most popular. Well, all right. There's the Player's Handbook, number 9. Number 9. Well, we'll look at the Player's Handbook real quickly. And the Player's Handbook is, what is that? Only a best silver seller. You think it would be platinum at the very least, maybe gold. I mean, silver. Silver is like what, at least 100 sales. It should, if Roll 20 players were playing D&D 2024, and I'm certainly sure they're playing 5e, but it doesn't appear to me like there's that much interest from the Roll 20 players in 2024. Well, let's go a little bit further. All right, because we saw. Oh, well, look at that. I skipped over the Dungeon Master's Guide. Dungeon Master's Guide is in position number 7. Well, it means that it must be really selling well. Let's see what its sales figures are. Copper. Copper. It is literally copper. If it was a D&D adventure, right, and your heroes were finding copper pieces, you'd be throwing it away. You'd be throwing away silver too. Now, this was added to the catalog on June 18th, 2024, because it's a pre order. So if you take that into account, we are on November 24th. That's over 5 months that this has been available for sale. It's only at copper. Again, in theory, it's usable, right? Well, let's go on a little bit further. What about the Monster Manual? Now, the Monster Manual admittedly isn't out yet, right? This is a pre-order. Well, we got to go a little bit deeper. There we go. Pre-order the Monster Manual. It comes in at a solid number 25. Well, let's see how many people approximately have pre-ordered this. Well, as many in a general range as the DMG. What does that tell you? Well, it tells me that there aren't all that many people playing with the new rules on Roll 20. And if they are playing with the new rules on Roll 20, then they aren't using the Roll 20 assets. They're using physical books. That's interesting, right? Because there are things on this website that have, I believe, mithril or adamantium bestsellers. You think the player's handbook would at least be gold? It's been for sale since what? The summer? End of summer? At least a pre-order since June 18th. Tells me that current D&D players don't care all that much about the revision. You're asking them on Roll20 at $30 a book to pay $90 extra when they already have the 2014 versions of these. And they're not looking to make that step. Interesting, right? I don't hear a lot of excitement about 2024. I hear a lot of excitement about D&D in general, but not the new rules so much. Why is that? I don't know. Some people might say it's the cover, or it's the art, or it's the change of the lore. It's a lot of little things. I don't think you can put your finger on it. But this is not a bestseller on Roll20. And yet Roll20 is literally the number one VTT for usage numbers. And we know D&D sells. The DM's Guild is a huge profit maker for not just One Bookshelf slash Roll20, but for WotC themselves. Yet not for the core books of the latest revision of the rules. Ask yourself, why is that? And maybe dig. I'm going to be digging. I'm going to try to get some sales figures from retail stores and see what is selling. I want more than just well, my local store told me that they sold out the player's handbook, but the DMG isn't selling. Again, that wouldn't be a surprise because, as was it Cynthia Williams? I almost said Lorraine said a couple of years ago. We have to find a way to monetize the players because the DMs buy everything and the players buy essentially one book. So, what do you think? What is the reason why this isn't selling on Roll20? Or could it be that the players on Roll20 are afraid that once the new VTT comes out from WotC, Roll20 is going to suffer? And why invest in a platform for a game that maybe you won't be playing on Roll20 when that happens? I don't know. It's an interesting question. As always, like, subscribe, comment. Be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice. Roll them well. We'll be back again tomorrow with another video. I'll catch you all later. Be good.